Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Continuing a little bit further on with our little traveler's notebook size journal that I'm doing. I said it was going to be simple. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but I have a tendency not to be able to make things simple. I don't know what there is about that, but yeah, so I've been working for a little while, just collecting some stuff, getting things ready so you didn't have to watch me fussy cut and things, getting some stuff partially done, and then I figured we'd continue on here. So what we're going to do here today is a couple of things, I think. These are going to be the tags that are going to go into the front pockets, at least maybe just these tags, and we're going to work on a small little Trifold Tuxedo pocket that is also going to go in here, and it's going to be just clipped in. I'm not going to attach it in any way other than a clip, which I haven't done yet. So I don't want to just put plain paper clips in, so I'm going to do some altered paper clips to hold in the kind of floaty pieces that I have. And I have another pocket in here that I will probably decorate a little bit more, which is a floating pocket. But we'll get to that. So anyway, I put the other tie on, so we're good with that. So where we're working today, just shove that in your face there, we're working on the tags for these pockets first, and that's what we're doing here. So I did this tag. This is the embossed white card. This is some paper that is from the kit that I just kind of cut down. I made it a little bit larger so that I could make it fit on the tag, and just did like this little half sheet collage. So I'm going to do the same thing for this one, and they're going to go into these pockets. So let's get this one glued down, and this is too long. See, you can see here I already trimmed this one down. I will back these with the cardstock that I've been using, this cardstock. I will back it with that. I'm not going to do that right now, just for the sake of, you know, what fun is watching me glue cardstock to the back. When everything is all done and decorated, then I'm going to stitch around them. So I'll put the cardstock on and just stitch. So that way you'll be able to write on the back, because you really can't write on it like this. So that being said, those are our little pieces that are going to decorate this. I was going to refill my glue, and I didn't. I mean, there's some in here, like I said, but it takes a second sometimes to get it down. I just want to clean out that nozzle. And let's get this glued down. So anyway, I want to thank all of the people who, oops, I went down too low. I don't have to go down that far. I got a couple of messages, a few messages from people with their well wishes. Happy to see me back. I'm happy to see me back. I'm happy to say I get better every day. Things get a little bit easier to do. So I'm really happy, which is probably why I keep adding ideas and thoughts to this journal, and I'm not going to be able to keep it as simple as I thought I would. I just don't think I'm capable. I don't know. It's like an addiction or something. I can't keep it simple. So anyway, that being said, I'm just going to flip this around so that I can get it where I want to from this side, and then I can pull it over here, and that will work much better. So anyway, I'm not going to dwell on my eye anymore. You'll see me here, so unless I disappear again for some reason, you can just assume that I'm getting better, and we'll just go from there. I'm just wiping up the extra glue off of my mat. I really do like this thing. I don't even know if you can get them anymore. I would get another one, because, you know, I did a stupid thing like I had said in a previous video, and I cut on it like a dope. So yeah, but anyway, all right, so we trim that one off. Let me put this over here for a minute. I'm still trying to decide little inking on there. I'm not doing a whole lot of heavy inking, just sort of a little bit of an edge. I'm not trying to bring anything in much on some of these things. Papers are really pretty. Maybe if I wanted to make it a little bit, you know, more of a contrast, I would, but I don't know. Maybe, you know, there's always another journal. Okay, so this is what we have. I fussy cut out these flowers. I'm thinking I did cut a couple of pieces by accident off. There's one, here's another. Too little on this one. I believe this one came off from over here. And this one came off from here, I think. Down on this side somehow. Turn around. So once I glue them down, you know, the bigger pieces, I'll glue these little pieces back where they belong. So I'm going to do that. I was still trying to decide which butterfly I wanted with which one. I don't know. You know what, let me just take this and put this to the side for the moment so we get a little bit more space to look. I think I like that one. This butterfly goes really good with both of them. But you know, I think I like it better the other way. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to just take my, so they'll just go like that. I would normally kind of ink these, but the antenna are going out on the white part, so I think I'm just going to leave it alone. Try to get them out of the way, and I'll just ink the edges to try to get rid of any white edges. So, well, anyhow, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna do this away from the camera because I get those little bits. You know, you learn with the different tools what works good and what doesn't. These were really good and I like them, but they do, you know, as you scrape them, they kind of come apart. And yeah, so they leave these little brown bits, which I think if I was doing kind of a grungy something and really inking things up, I wouldn't really care, but they do tend to leave little brown spots if I'm not careful in places that I don't want them. So I'm not going to edge any of this. I'm going to leave those alone. There were places, of course, where I didn't cut all the way through. As you can see, my hands are kind of dirty because I've been working on this stuff. But that's all right. Over here, you know, I might take a little bit of the, what do you call it, the antique linen, and do a little bit here to make that background a little bit more there. But where it's over the white, I'm not going to worry about it. So I am going to take my art glitter glue. I'll try to hold it in the spot where I can do this and try to get this all down. You know, I'm white over white. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, so we're having some storms up around our way up here. As per usual, they tend to pass a little north and a little south of us. They keep telling me, I love a good thunderstorm. And they keep telling me, you know, the lightning, my little weather forecaster thing. The lightning, you know, is only within 10 miles of you. It's within 2 miles of you, but the storm isn't over us. It's so I'm hearing all these, I'm hearing all these alerts going off for the weather here. And I'm looking up at my basement window and the sun is shining. So it's like, okay, well, I'm afraid we're not going to be getting a storm. So somebody else is, but we're not. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for a good thunderstorm. So I think like this. I think like this. So let's press that down. Get my little wipe and put that down. And if anything is coming up, I'll go back a little bit later and try to, yeah, see there's little spots where I didn't quite get, well, maybe I won't go back later because you know what'll happen, right? I'll snag it on something and then it'll be all for naught. Okay, I think that's not too bad. This one can use just a dot right there. I think otherwise we're not bad. All right, so that's that one. Hope I'm still in frame here. So anyway, so not much else going on there as far as wishing for the thunderstorms and not getting one. The only time we managed to get, I think I'm going to put this just a little lower. The only time we managed to get a thunderstorm was when we were at our center and we had had a truckload of food that we had to unload. And yeah, well, guess when that thunderstorm came? So that's when we got that one, and that was the only one that we really had. I love to sit with a nice cup of tea and a book and just open the blinds and, you know, look out the window, watch the storm while I read a good book. And I tend to read a lot of kind of spooky stories. I like a good old-fashioned ghost story, you know, something that's really got a purpose, a message, sort of. A little bit here. Yeah, so I don't like the shock stuff, you know. I don't like the blood and gore, and, you know, why am I trying to pull that up? If it's not coming up, let's just leave it be. Okay, so we have that. See how that looks in the camera. I think that's kind of pretty. You can see the embossing here, so that's really pretty. I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything up here, or if I think I'm just gonna leave them straight. I kind of just like them. I think I just like them straight. I don't know if I'm gonna add anything else. Obviously, I'll put some lace or something. I may, because they go in this way. They don't have to go in that way. They can go. Well, you know what? We'll decide. Let's just put the other one together. Let's get the glue on this one and get this one going. Let me move it over so I can see. It's like I said, the white on the white, I can't see where I'm gluing. So, but anyway, I do like to read like a good ghost story, good old-fashioned ghost story, not, you know, just kind of a spooky thing. Nothing. I don't know what this is. I don't know, but I'll try to just glue it down instead of trying to pull it off. Because, you know, if I try to pull it off, I'll tear something off that I don't want to come off. But I've yet to have that. I've yet to have that good stormy night for a ghost story kind of thing. So anyway, excuse me. So I'm just hoping that everybody else is having a wonderful summer. Seems to me like it's going by way too fast. It's already July. Oh, it's already the middle of July, and I'm having a hard time dealing with that because I am not. Let's go this way. Let's get the butterfly off. I am not a winter person. Yeah, that's not my thing. The winter. So I like spring is my favorite, and then summer, and I like fall third, only because I know the weather is a lot like the spring as far as temperature and, you know, that kind of stuff, but it is the precursor to winter, so it doesn't make me happy. So I'm going to try to get this guy, I think, right there. That's good. No one is the wiser unless they watch the video, right? All right, this guy's just a little too small, so let me grab my teeny tiny pointy tweezers, and I will put that right there, and I believe that one went there. Okay, I'm still not quite exactly sure that I get everything where it needs to be. Oh, and I'm going to do my Wink of Stella on my butterflies. Yes, I do. Because I still don't quite see it right, but getting better, getting better. So anyway, once I'm done with this little notebook, like I said in the other video, I've got several, because I'm really behind on my design team projects. And I do have a couple of custom orders, and I have a couple of other things that I've promised out. So I'm going to kind of be working some of the stuff, excuse me, some of the stuff will come up on video as I work. I'll probably just turn on the video and kind of work with it. I'm going to get my Wink of Stella. And some of it probably won't, because sometimes I won't get long times to sit and work. I'll only have, 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something. I'll come down and start a tag or make a pocket or something. It won't be, and because I don't know how to edit and put things together on a YouTube video where I can piece several small short sessions together, I don't know how to do that. Because I don't know how to do that. I will only videotape something that's going to be, maybe about a half an hour, if I have at least a half an hour. If I'm spending that half an hour fussy cutting or whatever, obviously I'm not gonna bore you with that on camera. Only when I can pull some pieces together, and like I did with this, got some stuff ready to go, and just, then I can come on camera and I can do that. So this is like coloring with glitter. Get a little bit more down there. This is starting to come to the end of its tube. I hope they never stop making this, because I don't know what I'll do. I guess maybe I'll try clear embossing, or I don't know, something, I don't know. But I do love just this little hint of sparkle. It's just a tiny, it might be off camera here. It's just a tiny little bit, but it just seems to make it look so much nicer. It gives a little dimension. I'm trying to squeeze a little bit more down, but I'm not seeing this. Oh, there's a little bit coming there. It just seems to add a little bit more dimension to the piece. See, there's a whole big wad of it coming now. Let me get up here. Kind of even this out a little bit more. Okay. And it only takes a few seconds to dry. I think we're good on this one. Okay. All right, we're going to put that to the side. And I'll hold these up and you can see the sparkly on it, I think. I'm trying to get this other wing. There it is. Okay. So, and it is still a little bit wet, but otherwise we're okay. So here's the question, is which way do I want them to go into the pockets? So let's open this up. I'm going to open up to the back pocket only because it's easier to work with. Do I want the roses out, or do I want the white part out? I am leaning, I'm trying to dry this before I put it in. I'm leaning this way with the white. Or do I want it this way with the roses? Ooh. I mean, you can't see the whole thing anyway. I thought I was leaning towards the white, but you know, I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I'm going to do it with the yeah, the white to the inside. So that is going to tell me where I want to put something. You know, which way I was going to put them in the pockets, because I don't want to put anything at the top. I wanted to put it at the side where it would be coming out of the pocket. So that means whatever I do, I'm going to do here. So what do I want to do? Do I want to edge them with lace? Do I want to do some sort of a ruffle? Do I want to do both? Do I want to do some kind of a tab? Do I want to these are some bits left over from the other piece. I'm thinking, let me get my little tag maker thing. I'll be right back. This is the one I want. This is the one I want. I want this one. Yes. Okay. I have my little triple tag maker here. I think I want to, I need to get up again. Okay, I'll be back. Just grabbing a little more cardstock here. All right, put that over here. I think I'll glue this piece down because I think I can get a little bit more out of it. So let me do this. Shake this out. I think I'm going to put some small tags. Trying to decide which size I want. I don't know if I want this size or this size. I'm going to go for the bigger size. All right, I have enough bits, I think. This was double-sided, so I'm trying to decide which side I want to put down. Decisions. All right. I don't know if that's going to be big enough for this tag. I think I can get that one out. All right, so let's try this side. We're going to put this side down. If I can get my glue to come out. Because I think I'm plugged up again. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Now this is just going to go down. I know I'm going to have to, when I punch out the tags, I'm going to have to, you know, re-glue this out from underneath here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not going right to the edge with it. All right, so let me get this nice and smoothed out. All right, and I think this one's a little bigger, so we'll go with this one. I'm gonna put it, okay. So then once we're done with these, and I'm still not sure that just because I'm putting the tags on that I'm not going to put, you know, something else along the edge with it. So let's get that on. And we'll put this one up here. All right. I'll tell you, these wipes, what a wonderful idea to use it to push things down. It kind of helps to keep the glue off your fingers. It really does clean up glue when it oozes out. It's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these I'm actually gonna, well, I'm not gonna worry about cutting it completely because I know I can't get up in there. I'm just gonna cut these out quick. Nothing fancy, because I just want to be able to maneuver to where I want to punch the tags. I may do a big and a small. Not sure how it's configured in here, but I may do that. So let's see. I think I can. All right, we want to go from this end, and I don't know if you could see what I'm doing. I'm trying to just sort of get them in place here. Come back on this side because I can't press it down. All right, so we have this little guy, which I was a little close to the edge, so let me clean this up. Okay. And we have this guy. And I did miss the little corner there, but that's all right. However, I'm going to do another one, and yes, I am off the camera, but trust me, I am doing another one. They don't want to cut very well when they're at the edges. That's one. Let me trim this one down because he wasn't a happy camper. Whoop. A little bit more, and a little piece right here. And part of it, I'm sure, is because I just glued it and I didn't give it a chance to kind of dry. Well, that doesn't have much on it. So, all right, let's go there. And let's go with another one. And let's see what we get here. All right. I don't know. I don't know about these things sometimes. You buy them brand new and they only seem to work once or twice and then they start getting dull. So I don't use them that often. I need to. All right. So I'm thinking this one and this one and this one and this one. These are a little plainer. I'm going to move that over here because you just don't know. All right, I think that's what we'll do. So I have somewhere very tiny hole punch. I'm going to do it this way. Maybe. I think I'm going to mark it to where I want it to be. Hang on one second. I had a pencil. Here we go. All right, so I want to try to get it right about there. This one I don't know. I think this might be too big for this. Actually, I think I'm going to move this up a little bit. About there. I'm trying to use the pencil marks as my guide, because when I put the, I think I'm just going to kind of poke a hole in these little guys because they're really, really little. These I think I can get away with, but let's try it on here. Let's see. Before I wreck the ones I like, right? Okay, let's see. Let's make sure that, yeah, okay, I can get away with it. It's not exactly centered, but all right. Let's see. I want to go. I'm hoping I'm more centered. That's not bad. Okay, actually, let's do this. That might be a little more helpful. Okay. All right, and these I'm just going to poke a hole in. So I'm going to get my pokey mat, and I'm going to get a pokey something. I did have something. You think I'd put things away. You know, I get started on working on things. Aha, here it is. Way back here. All right. Move them up here. I'm just going to poke a hole into these two little guys. Okay. Well, maybe. Doesn't want to poke because I think go. I'm going to use these little really sharp pointy tweezers. My mat is just a little too squishy. They're going to be a little tricky to play with, but I think I will manage. I'm trying to just make the hole a little bit bigger. That one's actually pretty big. This one. There we go. All right. All right. Just put that back down there. Let's put this back up here so I don't have to go digging for it again. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to put I'm looking at some of my you know, that's kind of pretty. It's got hearts on it. All right, so what if I put this white lace? Okay, I'm liking that. Clean my tip again. Okay. Get my glue to come down. What's my time here? All right, not bad. I'm hoping to get to the other piece in this video. So I think it goes this way. So let's go right there. Just get it in so we can see the ink under the edge. That's good. And we'll cut that right there. Okay. And then we'll cut this one right there. That's that. All right, so let's put this one to the side. You know what, I think, you know what, I did that wrong, didn't I? I want it, come out here. I did that on the wrong side. Let me work on getting this glue off. Oh, it's coming off surprisingly easily. Okay, just want to rub it a little bit more. Try to get it to roll off of here. Wow, very nice. Rolled right off. I'm gonna get a little more ink back on here again because I kind of rolled the ink off too. Yeah, I forgot that that is not the side that's sticking out. We're sticking the flower side out. So, trying to decide again this way. Okay. And let's get the glue back on this side. There we go. All right. Right along the edge. So I hope everybody's been having a good time crafting this week. I hope you've had a chance to craft this week. I know it's kind of hard, I guess, sometimes to stay inside when the weather is so beautiful. For us, anyway, in the northern hemisphere, the weather is beautiful. I know our friends in the southern hemisphere are going through their winter right now. So it is winter time south of the equator. Oh yeah, I think, you know, I hope this fits. Let's make sure it fits in the book. Yes, it'll fit just fine. In it goes. That's just fine. All right, and then I'm going to put a little something up here in the corner and attach What do I want to do? I want to attach the, okay, I think this one would go with this one. Put these two, I have to ink these guys. But how do I want to attach them? What do I want to put on here to attach them? I can get a little bit of flower and a little butterfly. That all works. Just kind of pouncing these. Yeah, it did sort of go on the back. I'll do these two while the ink is open. Okay. And then the little guy. Okay, so I'm thinking, what do I have? Small. What would I want to do? I don't know. I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. I'll have to come back to those. But thinking of putting these up here with something. I don't know what. I'll put them on a bowl pin. But do I just want to attach them to the edge of the lace here? Do I want to put something else up here? I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. So let's just put these to the side for right now, and we'll see what I come up with later. Let me get the other lace on this part of the tag, and then we'll move on to the Trifold Tuxedo pocket that we'll put together and put a little lace and stuff on it. And it's not going to need much in the way of decorating. That one I did print front and back, and let's see, you pretty much want to get this right at the end because it lined up really nicely with the hearts. So just push it in so that we can just see the inking underneath. Pull that down just a little bit more. There we go. A little glue piece there. Okay, and then trim that right there. All right, let's put this away. Okay. So that's what we have so far. I'm thinking I'm going to put that up in the corner, but I don't know at this point. For right now, for the sake of keeping them safe, and like I said, I will back them and I will stitch them, so they'll all be stitched down. But to keep them safe and not let me lose them, this wants to curl a little bit, so because it's not very sturdy at the moment. I'm just going to put them into the pockets where they belong. So I did get a few other things in. This is the floating pocket, and I'll make a pretty paper clip out of this, both sides over the paper kind of thing, and I'll do a sideways paper clip, so it can have something tucked in there. If I do that or not, I don't know. I think you saw that. This I put a little bit more on. I decided I'm going to put some flowers on the bottom of the cards here so that it fills in that space a little more nicely. I want her head up a little bit so you can see her, and even though she can go further down in the pocket, I want you to be able to see her peeking out So I am going to put some flowers on both of them, and they'll be underneath the tracing paper, the embossed tracing paper. I think I did this off camera, I think. So that's in there. I don't think, I might have done this off camera. This is one of my belly bands that open. I still though have to put the other piece like this, just it's a little bit smaller. I put another piece inside, so you have two pages. This opens and the one inside would open as well, but I didn't choose a paper for that yet. And I don't think I did anything else. So that's where we are at the moment with this. So we're gonna put that to the side, and I'm gonna pull out all my little bits for the Trifold Tuxedo pocket. I'm going to open it up. I did already glue the pockets down, but like I said, it was a double-sided paper. Printed it double-sided, folded up. So the way, I don't know how big this paper is. You know, I never measured. I can measure one, I suppose, but I never measure to make the pocket. What I do is I take it and I fold it into thirds like this. Then I fold down these corners like this. And then I can fold up the pockets like this. So I folded this part. I mean, I glued this part, but I didn't glue here. And like I said, a lot of people, I think they don't bother to glue here, but it helps keep the edges straighter if you glue these down. So that being said, let's get this glued down right along the edge. I know you can't quite see what I'm doing here, but I'm just gluing the edge of the pocket here. And we'll glue that down. Get my glue off of there. So everything is already all inked. And I suppose I can go from this side. I just don't want to go up too high. That's the thing. I'm just glue down here. There we go. And then we've got that, so they're glued into place. So now what I have here, I made these pieces that'll go underneath, okay? They'll go underneath here for the flip, and we will do it so that it creates a pocket here. So they need to be inked. So, I know I wasn't supposed to ink on camera, but I'm inking on camera, more or less, off on camera. So we'll get these inked. Both. Oh, you know what? I don't need that side. I put a little G on the back so that I knew that that was the side that I was going to glue down, because it had the least amount of design. As I've done these, I had, at first I would ink in this crease, but I decided I think I like it better not inked in the middle, because this is where you're going to write, and I just, you know, I did the same thing here. This is all inked, but I didn't ink here because I leave it plain so that it's able to be written on. And if you have these stripes going down, it just, I don't know. It's just me, my personal preference. So we have one of those. So I ink everything else but the folds where you would probably write over, is what I'm saying, if you're going to write over anything like that, because I just think it's, you know, a distraction from your writing. You have to write above and below the ink line, and, you know, it may not make your writing, your spacing even or whatever, I don't know. So just me. So I leave it blank. I leave it uninked. A little bit more there, and I think we're good. And that's the side we glue down. I think I've got everything else inked. Okay. All right, so let me put this out of the way. All right, so these are the pockets on the front. We're going to take these and we're going to glue these down first. So we're leaving this side unglued, and we're going to glue just along the edge here. Turn that around and glue. Whoops. I can never draw a straight line with the glue. All right, and then we're going to put this right in here. Okay, so we want it just inside. All right, there we go. All right, glue that down. And now you have a pocket here, and then you have a flip here. And we will cut paper to go into this pocket. I haven't done it yet, but we will cut paper to go into this pocket. So we'll have a piece in there. And as a matter of fact, I think what I might do I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a template is what I'm going to do out of this card. I'm just going to draw a half piece here, and then I'll know how big I can make the piece that's going to go inside. I'm not going to do that right now. I won't take the time to do that. So we're again going to glue this edge right along the edge as close as we can, only because the closer you can get to the edge, the bigger the piece of paper you can get in the pocket. The more straight the line of glue, the better the paper will be. So we want to make sure we get that inside so you can't see it. Okay, and there's that, and now you have that pocket here as well. Okay, so now we're going to come to the front. I'm just going to leave it this way. I cut the paper to match exactly the piece that was on the front, and we're going to put that on the front as well. And then this piece matches this one, and that's going to go here. So we'll flip this and we'll glue again, like I said, as close as possible to the edge. A nice thin line of glue. My nose is runny. I keep sniffling. I do apologize. Oh, one side goes so good, and then the next side I get all wobbly. Okay. All right, so that's this one. What I want to do, I should have a little bit of wax paper or something here, but I can't find what I've done with it. So I just need to be very careful putting this down. Matter of fact, let's do it this way, so I have nothing else disturbing what I'm seeing here. Okay, there we go. And this one I cut, as you can see, just a little bit shorter than the piece. You know, than the fold, okay? You can see that. It's just a little bit shorter. So get that down. Let's turn this one this way. And this one goes here. Yep, okay. Just making sure. Now, because you don't always get the glue exactly in the same place on all the pieces, you cut the little paper that you're going to put inside to hopefully fit, and then trim it. You know, if you need to trim it, there's something under my mat, I think. I don't know what it is. I thought I felt a little bit of a bump. So then you'll just trim it to go, which, you know, to fit the pocket as if it's needed. All right, so that is now like this. So now you have a pocket here. You have a pocket here. You open this up and there's a pocket there. And you open this one up and there is a pocket there. So there's 4 pockets there. There's 3 pockets here, so that's 7. And now we're going to go to the inside. I glued this little end down. Hang on. Okay. All right. I want to get this because I glued it actually shut. So I'm going to get my antique linen and fix that little end so it doesn't look undone. So that's that. Okay. So now we're going to take these, and these pockets are going to go here, here, and here. And I cut them separate instead of keeping a strip because that would just add more bulk into the middle here and just make it a little bit harder to fold. So that is what I did there. So we're going to glue all three sides, leave the top open. I'm going to try to stay as even and as close to the edge as possible. Okay, that's this one. And I'm going to line it right up with the corner out here, just a hair in and up, just a hair in and up. Okay, and then that keeps our fold, as you can see, I think, open. Okay, so that's that one. Now we're going to put this one on. Yep, that one. Going to go right along the edges of the three sides. I don't know how much more I'm actually going to do to this, that I may maybe add some butterflies or something. But the paper is just so delicate and pretty on its own. I don't really know that I want to do anything more to it. I'm going to add some lace. I will put some lace on it, which I have over here to the side already. And actually, I think I wanted to put the lace under the pockets, but now it's kind of late for that. So that's okay. That's okay. This looks to me to be just a smidge high. So I'm going to grab my cutter. I'm not sure how that could be because I cut it out of one strip. But all right, let's try to... Where is my little knife? Because it's so narrow. I want to be able to hold it and get it straight. Oops, that's too much. I know you can't see me, probably. So I'm a little off camera, but I'm trying to get just the very edge of this trimmed down. Okay, let me put my knife back. And let me get a little more ink on here. That's good. And that's much closer. Okay, good. All right. So we have this pocket now. All right. Let's get my cover back on and try to get this as centered to the middle, just slightly up, and we are good. I haven't made tags for these yet. However, I do have things made over here, but I think they're generally a little too big. And they're going the wrong way, seems most of them. That's a little too small. These are too tall. Well, maybe not quite, but I don't, do I have another one of those? I do. All right. I think you might see that. So they're just a little too big. So I'm not sure what I will do with these pockets yet. This stuff is too small. These are too big. These are too small. Never a dull moment. Okay. So So let's put this stuff back to the side. There is always something that can be done. So I will figure something out. These are just too narrow. All right. Okay, well, we'll figure something out. In the meantime, let's take our lace and we're going to go along the edges of the pockets on the outside here, and we're going to go along the edges of the pockets on the outside along the bottom. So let's get our Fabri-Tac, and try to remember to only glue to the edge of this paper, not the edge of that paper, or you'll glue your pocket shut, which is not a big deal, but you went through all the trouble of making it. It would be nice to have it, especially if you already put your little secret piece of paper in it. So we're going to stay to this inside edge on the pocket part. Okay, I'm going to come, do I want to, or do I want to? You know, it's a good question. How do I want to do it? Do I want to do it up? I want to do it up. Let's do it up. Which means I got to just pay a little more attention here. So I'm going to try to get to just the edge of the pocket. Okay. And now just a quick cut here while it sets. We'll open this one up and do the same thing. Glue just hanging all over me. All right, let's get the glue down. And let's go along the edge of this pocket. Okay. And this one is going to go up as well. So we're going to go from there to there. A little further down. A little further down. This side seems to be okay, but this one, okay, I think we're good there. All right, what I do want to do is make sure that I have not glued this one shut. Okay, let's take a little quick trim here and make sure we didn't glue this one shut. Okay, good. All right, everything's open there. All right, so now I'm going to close this side and just, whoops, trim this off to the edge of the pocket itself. Hoping you can see that. So trick is don't cut the piece. All right, that's there, and I did cut this piece, so I'm going to have to repair that. Oops. Probably will need that piece. Okay, this is what I'm going to do to kind of repair that, because I did cut it. I'm going to just sort of take a little bit. I'm going to edge it with my antique linen some, so you don't see any white edges. That's pretty good. And I'm just going to glue that down over this spot. If I can find what I've done with it. Where's my little tweezers? Because they would work so much better. There they are. Okay. We're just going to put that right along the edge there. Get this covered. All these little fixes. Hey, I just slid it. Tried to adjust it and I slid it too far with my finger. There we go. Trying to make it straight with the edge best as I can. This will need oh, maybe it doesn't need as much of a trim as I thought. Okay, and then just the ink. Then we're going to fold that down good and snug, and it is not bad. Not bad at all, not bad at all. All right, now let's go over here and get this one cut. From here, I just need this. So it just has to go. I apologize if I'm going off camera. I'm trying to make sure that I'm seeing what I'm doing. Oh, I think I can get a little bit more trimmed there. And here. All right, so this, I'm gonna glue this little edge down because I don't like it flapping in the wind like that. All right, and then let's get this one cut. Okay. All right, whoops, sorry about that. All right, we're gonna glue this part down. And I'll wait until it's good and dry before I try to really cut it really closely. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to just flip these up for right now, and then I'm going to go across the front of these pockets. And I am going to go straight across with the lace on here. I'm not going to try to start and stop because it makes a lot of raw edges, you know, in the middle here. So if I can avoid that, I'm going to try to avoid that. So we're going to put this here, right along the edge, like that. And I'm trying to think, do I want this also going up, or do I want this going down? I think here I want it to go down. So I'm just gonna try to do it. I'm gonna bring this a little closer to me. I apologize if I'm off camera. I'm trying to keep my head out of the camera. Okay, just bring it in a little bit from that inked edge so you can see that, the little bit of the ink showing through. Okay, yeah, I think I like the one up and the one down. I think that looks good. Okay, I did ink this end, but I did not glue. I didn't glue this side. I put a little bit of glue coming down the side here over there, so it would hold this edge down. Oh my goodness. Okay, put that over there. Okay. Oh my gosh, where are we here? Woo! Okay, I think it's probably getting to be time to stop. I'm a little over an hour with this video. That's a lot. So I'm sure I'll be trimming this with other things as I go. This one's going to come off because it's just hanging over the edge. So this is what we have with our pockets so far. Let me clear some of that away. So we have this, and again, I don't know what cards are going to go in it, but we have a pocket here. When you flip it over on the back, you have a pocket here. When you open this side up, you have a pocket here, so that's 3 pockets. You have a pocket here, that's 4. You have, let me fold this back down so you can see what I'm doing. This just keeps wanting to stick, and I don't know why. All right, I'll fix it later. A pocket here, so that's 5. Then, I know why. So when you open this up here, you have a 6th pocket here. You have a 7th pocket here. When you open it up into the middle, you have 8, 9, and 10. So you have 10 pockets in this little bit right here. So I'm not liking the way that came out. I might have to piece another little piece of lace because I don't like how this end is like this. I think I know what I can do, but I won't do it here. Besides, we're already at an hour. Actually, we're over an hour. So that's where we are with this piece, with our little trifold tuxedo pocket. And all of the space in here is meant to be journaled on as well, if you wanted to, as well as you can journal on the back here under whatever tag goes in the back. So that is where we are with this. And like I said, I'll make a little clip that'll hold this onto the page. So that's what we've done so far today. We've made these pretty tags to go in the front of the journal, and we've made the front and the back pocket, and we've made our little tuxedo pocket thus far, and that is it. So I'll leave these right here while I say goodbye to all of you. Thanks again for dropping by and being part of my channel and part of, you know, my hobby here that I love doing. It's a great community and I love being part of it. So thank you all for coming, and until next time, be safe, be happy, and be blessed. Bye bye for now.